Hello beautiful people, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing good, beautiful people of God. I've been trying to film this video for the longest time, and from the title you already know what this video is about. Yeah, so in this video we are going to be announcing the winners of the giveaway and a little bit of unboxing, and with no further ado, let's get straight into the unboxing. So unboxing this piece was sent to me by Puretree, you guys, okay? And this is my absolute favorite in all the bags they've sent to me. This is the third and the fourth time they're sending me their product, and I absolutely love it. Of course, you guys know Puretree is a luxurious brand that deals in one-to-one replicas. Like when you get their product, any of their products, handbag, shoes, shirts, scarf, whatever it is, I guarantee you is almost identical with what you get on the original brand website. So they sent me this cutie, and this is LV favorite bag, which comes in 27 cm. It comes with these two straps, removable and adjustable straps. Something I love about this brand, you guys, I've got lots of replica bags, like brands have sent me replica bags, but one thing that differentiates Puretree from others is the originality. Like originality, okay? It is almost impossible for you to differentiate the original one you get from Puretree website, you guys. Like the hardwares is what always rope me in. Nobody is gonna know, you guys. Look at it. Nobody is gonna know. How will they know? How will they know? Tell me, how will they know? Now you go tell them. No, they're not gonna know. Pepper them. You guys know I always preach affordability. Like affordability is my motto. I can't do more than myself, okay? Like I said, this bag comes in 27 cm and it has fiber lining inside with a flat pocket. When you are replicating something, you do it well. You do it well. Some of you may have seen this bag, especially those of you following me on Instagram, because yeah, I already unboxed this bag, but you know, for the purpose of this video, we got to unbox it again, okay? For your one-to-one replicas on bags, for your one-to-one replicas on any luxurious products, LV, Gucci, just mention the products. Puretree got you covered, like affordable and luxurious replicas, okay? Wear it and wear it with your full chest. You see how I'm rocking my full chest? Nobody is gonna know. That's your favorite celebrities. Now replica themselves they carry. Alright people, now that you have sold this market, let's jump right into this video, okay? So for the giveaway, if you want to know if you are among the winners, we've got 2 winners for the giveaway, and their names will be mentioned in this video, so you definitely want to keep watching. So if you love this bag and you want it, or any other luxurious brand of your choice, rush now to Puretree website. The direct link to this bag, their website will be in the description, okay? Rush now before you hear sold out, okay? Alright beautiful people, now that we have sold this market, let's get right into this video. This video, the comparison between Birmingham and Manchester. I think I'm qualified to make this video right now because I've lived in Manchester now for about 8 months now. So yeah, I think I have the experience and the qualification to compare these two cities, having lived in Birmingham for 2 years plus. Alright, so let's get right into this video. Just a quick disclaimer, everything I'll say in this video is out of my personal experience. Or if you have a contradictory experience or you have 1 or 2 to share, let us know in the comment section, and please, let's be conscious, okay? For the longest time, Birmingham and Manchester has been cat and rat. Like the comparison, which one is the biggest, which one is safe, you know, cost of living, cultural values, and all those kind of comparisons, okay? I'm going to focus this video on more of cost of living and my personal experience generally. All cities are multicultural. There are lots of pink people, Asians, black, purple, any color, whatever people want to identify themselves as. In both cities, I would say is practically the same. Let's talk about the shopping experiences. Shopping experiences is not grocery shopping, like general shopping experience. I feel like Manchester is on top of this one. The predominant shopping places in Birmingham is, you know, Mailbox, you know, Bullring, and, you know, Grand Central. Yeah, these are the 3 most significant places where you go, you shop, you see stores, restaurants and all. Meanwhile, in Manchester has the second largest shopping mall in the whole of the UK, and that is the Telford Center. You guys, I've been to Telford Center. I think I've vlogged. I'll try and put a few clips from when I went there. You guys, Telford Center, my first time of entering there, I was wowed. Like, get all sort of things. And there's a section of this mall, like, it's like a ship. The architect that designs that shopping mall, like, they deserve an award. Because if you have been to that mall, you will understand. When they say architectural edifice, that mall, Telford Center, is a typical example of when they say this is an architectural edifice. Because the interior, the planning is If in there you've got all manner of stores, high street stores, just mention it. Big brands, luxurious brands, the bougie restaurants, the average restaurant. What is it? Just mention it. You get everything in there. The one that wowed me most was a section of the mall. That side was built more like a ship. I feel like shopping mall wise, Manchester beats Birmingham in this aspect. Manchester is here and Birmingham is here. When it comes to cultural, values, cultural diversity, or migrants friendly, I would say both are on the same level. Okay, now let's talk about rent. Generally in the UK, cost of rent depends on your pocket. To be honest, it depends on what you can afford. I remember when I was still in Birmingham, I was looking for a house. The prices of house I saw at the time, I saw a 3-bedroom house for £650. Yes, you heard me. 3-bedroom house, £650, £750. And you wonder, like, how? I even went for a viewing of one of the 3 bedrooms, and that was for £700. Even though, yes, the size may be small, but in Birmingham, you can never get a 3-bedroom house. I'm not talking about flats or apartments. I'm talking about 3-bedroom house in Birmingham for £650 or £700. You can never get it. You cannot get it within Birmingham. So that was a plus for me, because I was like, what? To get a good, spacious house or averagely spacious house depends on your pocket. While in Birmingham, a average 3-bedroom house, like, it has the basic, basic space, you are talking about 1,300 to 1,400 per month. But here, the current rate of the economy, you'll be getting it at 1,000, 1,001 per month. Okay, let's talk about transportation. By transportation, I mean public transport. Birmingham has good public transport system as well as Manchester. Okay, however, I feel like Manchester is stopping Birmingham because they have a better metro link. Metro in Birmingham only travels from both from the city center to Wolverhampton and city center to Edgbaston. However, here in Manchester, it has a lot more links to cities. Okay, now let's talk about water. Birmingham, our water bill comes every 6 months, and it's usually range between £220 to £240 in 6 months. Okay, and when you calculate it, is just about £40 in a month, which I know that is high. But here in Bolton, Manchester, our water bill is static, and we are paying £29 per month. £40 in Birmingham, £29 in Manchester. Electricity bill in Birmingham, our electricity bill ranges between £120 to £140 every month. We are using the same energy company in Birmingham, which the bills comes as one. So in that bill, energy is usually £120 to £140. Our gas is usually between £70–80. It just depends. But the total for both bills, which comes as one bill, is usually £200. Sometimes we get £195, sometimes we get £190 for both. Okay? Yeah, in Bolton in Manchester, our energy bill is £40 a month. Yes. Don't shout, don't scream. The difference is massive. Yeah, imagine when you are paying £140 a month and you go like this and you are paying £40 a month. So in Birmingham, we were using postpaid. Here in Manchester, we are using prepaid, so we pay exactly for what we use. So at the moment, since we've come in here since April, every month the average electricity usage monthly is 40 to 45 pounds. Like, it, no matter, even now that it's winter, it has not changed. The difference is like this. Now our gas bill here is, don't scream, don't shout, our gas bill here a month is 15 pounds. Yes, you heard me. 15 pounds. Don't scream, don't shout, don't spread the gospel. So compared to Birmingham, where we are paying sometimes 60 pounds, sometimes 70 pounds, is crazy. Like, the difference is here. So our electricity and gas here in both in Manchester, every month we spend approximately 50 to 55 pounds every month. This is every month. Like, it has never changed. Sometimes we use even as low as 11 pounds on gas on monthly basis. While in Birmingham, gas and electricity bills is usually 200 pounds. Any month we get it cheap, pay 195. So compare and contrast. For our council tax, in Birmingham, our council tax was 190 pounds every month, 190 pounds every month. Here in Manchester, our council tax is 94 pounds every month. And you know the funny thing, this, our house in Birmingham is the same band with our house here. It's the same band. So I don't understand how every month in Birmingham we paid 190 pounds every month for council tax. In both in Manchester, we are paying 94 pounds a month. Tell me, make it make sense. Make it make sense. So when it comes to council tax, electricity and energy bills, Manchester is on top of the game. Next thing I want to talk about is the council. Yes, now the picking of those bins. In Birmingham, your bins are picked up every week, like Cycle and General and the green ones. We usually do not do the green ones while we were in Birmingham. What we usually take out is the Recycle and the General bin, which they come every week. And I love the idea that these people come every week. Whereas here in both in Manchester, it's a different story. Like, it's a different story. So they ration it here. I don't know the reason behind that. And every week they pick up one of your bins. Like this week they picked up the General bin, which is the black one. So next week they will pick the Recycle. So in other words, they pick up bins here every 2 weeks, which I feel like is a downside, because right now our Recycle don't full. It's last week, so we are waiting for next week for them to come and pick it up. So on this aspect is a downside for Manchester. Okay, our voting council, people should do better. Do better. You people should be picking people's bin every week. Recycle, General bin or the green bin, pick it up every week. Don't let it linger. Okay. Talk about internet. So when we were in Birmingham, we were paying 30 pounds a month. Then when we moved here, the tariff increased. At the moment we pay 35 pounds on internet. The same company, the same unlimited package. Let's talk about food. Personally, since I've come to this country, since I've been in this country, I've never for one day buy certain things. You know, the only thing I go to buy, like it's an African kind of thing, is red oil or oha leaf or ozeza leaf. These three things. When you see me go to African stores in Birmingham, I go to African stores because of these three things. In this house we eat typical African food. So you know your ogbono, stockfish, I've never bought any of those. Like, since I've been here for 3 years plus, I've never bought any of those. Be it egusi, catfish, all those kind of things, I've never bought. So I feel like that helps, because all my African food comes straight from Nigeria, because my husband comes and goes. So whenever he's coming, he's bringing, anytime he's coming, he's bringing, even though the ones here has not finished. So I've not had any reason to spend huge money, because I see when people go to African store, they are spending 300 pounds and, you know, just on African food alone. So here in Manchester, every month when we shop groceries, and by groceries I mean, you know, the normal bread and milk and chicken, snacks and, you know, all those kind of things like spaghetti, rice, all those. In monthly, we usually spend between 200 and 250 for these things. The same thing in Birmingham, we usually spend 200 and between 200 and 250, and that's because I have most of my African food here. However, I feel like there are specific things that are a lot more expensive in Birmingham than here. Something like fish. There's this fish I usually buy, you know, the red fish. It's more like a brother of croaker. So in Birmingham, that fish costs £10 per tray, and in that tray you get 3 pieces. Meanwhile here, the same fish, even bigger sizes, cost the same £10. You get a bigger size and even 4 pieces. So I feel like groceries, there are certain groceries that, you know, you get more value for money here in Manchester than in Birmingham. So here in Bolton, Manchester, I usually shop in Bolton Market, which is, you know, that market, I can categorically tell you guys, that market is comparing with Birmingham wholesale prices. Because tell me how you go there and you be getting chicken, like a tray of chicken of 10-15 pieces, and you're getting it for £5. Tell me how. Make it make sense. When it comes to certain groceries, I feel like you get it cheaper here in Bolton, Manchester than in Birmingham. Okay? For car insurance, that one is basically a national thing. I think in Birmingham we are paying £45 a month. Yeah, £45 a month. But right now, because of, you know, the new tax year, we are currently paying £54 a month. Therefore, TV license is the same thing, £159 a year. Okay, so we usually pay our TV license annually. We don't do the monthly. Let's talk about weather. Yes. So this video will not be complete until we talk about weather. So weather wise, you guys, Birmingham is on top of the game because here is cold. I know for obvious reasons, because Manchester is in the northern part of England and Birmingham is in the West Midlands. So you know how it is, when the further north you go, the colder it becomes. So weather wise, I think I prefer Birmingham weather. Because what is this cold? Tell me, what is this cold? Moving on, let's talk about schools. So primary schools in Birmingham are usually a week ahead of those in Manchester. And I noticed with schools here in Birmingham, like schools in Birmingham are more strict. I'm saying this because I think I'm qualified to say this because my kids, this is their this is their third school since we came to the UK, and I feel like I can weigh in this topic. In Birmingham, schools are more stricter. Is there anything like, is there a word like stricter? Schools are strict, you know, with the time you come to school, with the time you pick up your kids from school, the kind of food you give your kids, especially for those of them who do not have school lunch. They are strict. But here in Manchester, I think they are very lenient. You know, kids go to school late here and you don't get queried. In Birmingham, at least in all the schools my kids has been to, when your kids or child goes to school late, like twice, it's been on record that this child has been to school late twice, the school will call you or will send you a notification. You know, this is what it is, and the advice, make sure it doesn't happen again. But here, children go to school even at 9 o'clock. I feel like that is weird. Now let's talk about school lunch. In Birmingham, all the schools my kids have been to, when you're giving them meals, when your child is having a packed meal, it must be balanced diet, like balanced diet. They look into it to say, do you have fruit? Do you have yogurt? Do you have this? If you don't have that, I remember when he was initially started, he did not like you eating. That time he was not used to eating Oyibo food. So that time we used to, you know, give him packed lunch, and no matter what we packed, the school be like, I remember we did it the first time. The second time, the school was like, no, this is not what they want. At the end of the day, the school will called us and say, this is not what they want. They need balanced meal. But here in Manchester, because at the moment Alex is not entitled to school lunch, so we usually pack his own lunch. And sometimes I ask Alex, does your teacher or your dinner lady complain that you don't have this or you don't have this? Say, no, they don't complain. Even at that, I still make sure that whatever, because of my Birmingham experience, I still make sure that whatever thing we packed for him, whether he likes it or not, at least he must carry it so that their class teacher or their dinner lady will see that, yeah, you have all the balanced diet. So in that aspect, I feel like it's actually different. There are things schools here, they're just lenient. They're just lenient, they don't care. Give your child whatever you have, give your child whatever it is, and let them bring it to school. In Birmingham, it doesn't work like that. At least in the schools my case has been to. Yeah. Now, to end this video, let's talk about the total bills we used to pay when we were in Birmingham and the total bills we pay right now in both in Manchester, and compare and contrast. So in Manchester, all the bills we pay, house rent, water, gas, internet, I will list them all on the screen. Everything totals £1,620. Yeah, in Birmingham, that is our monthly bill. Yes, for everything. While here in Bolton, Manchester, all our monthly bill totals £1,363. You guys, £257 difference. From my own experience, from my own perspective, I feel like life is more expensive in Birmingham than it is here in Bolton. You know, this is my personal experience. Like I said, what is your own experience? So the winners of our giveaway from Dacia fragrance is Ougonma and Pierce. So I chose these two people because they were the first two people that commented after I posted the video. So if you are any of these people right now on the screen, send me a DM or send me an email with your address and one fragrance you would like to receive from Dacia. Okay, all right, beautiful people, thank you for joining me in this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a huge thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Ciao.